Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Tokki Plays. I hope you're doing amazing. So today we'll be speed building my entrance because I knew I didn't want to keep my entrance the way it was. And here I am just removing everything. And if I tell you it was a struggle, I mean that. I've never been big on terraforming before. I've never done much terraforming before, so getting the shapes to how I like them took me quite some time, and you'll be seeing that in a second. What I always like to do first is laying out the path because that helps me imagine how everything is gonna flow and where I want to put all the cliffs. And if you're interested in any of the design codes I use, I'll put them in the description box. And here's where my struggle started. These cliffs were an absolute pain to me. Like I said, I've never done much terraforming before, so getting those the right shape and to my liking was really difficult for me. But I do think that I ended up with quite a cute entrance. But these cliffs here, I ended up changing them so many times. What you'll also notice is that I'm quite a messy builder, meaning I can't just focus on one area, finish that one and then move on to the next one. I'll constantly be switching from one area to the other one. I don't know why, it's just how my brain works. I need to see the whole thing. In total, I believe I spent about 3 hours on this entrance, which is insane, but it's okay. I like it and it was worth my time. This cliff was kind of starting to look like a peanut, so I ended up changing that too, which I believe was a good choice. And yep, here I go again, back to that cliff. I was just not happy with it. I felt like it was blocking the area too much and I rather wanted to cover that area up with like trees to hide the resident services. So I changed the shape again. Also, let's not talk about Puddles and her sleep mask. If you wonder what happened and why she accidentally turned into a meme, I have Joy-Con drift, and when I wanted to give her a gift, it ended up switching to the item next to it, which happened to be the sleep mask. So now she's just been running around with that sleep mask. I tried resetting her clothes at resident services, but for some reason she's still wearing it. But that's okay, now we just have a little froggy being a meme from time to time. What you see on the right side is a little Christmas market I made. I don't know for how much longer I'll be keeping that build, but for now I still like it. Maybe I'm gonna keep it a couple more days until I change that area. And that was actually one of my first bigger builds that I did. Even though it's not that big, but for me it took quite some time. If you think that that is the final version of that cliff, you're wrong. I ended up changing it again. the things I was doing on that day, they were just not working out for me. I was not feeling that inspired anymore, so I just ended up doing a few more things that day. This little blanket area ended up being one of the last things I did on that day, and as you can see, I added some cliffs again just to make it a tiny bit bigger, and I knew I wanted to add a mush lamp there, and the frills from the blanket didn't fit, so I had to extend it. Here I decided to add that little festival confetti machine, which I find so cute, and I knew I wanted to hide it so it's not that visible, so I ended up putting a flower there, and I think it turned out so cute and gives a really cute little touch. Here I decided to just call it a day, stop, and continue on another time. I liked what I did, but I was not fully happy with it, and I knew I wanted some more changes. So I decided to stop. And here's another day. As you can see, I planted some trees back there. And yep, me changing that cliff again, but I promise it's the last time. And I was finally happy with how it looked. The reason I added a little more cliff up there was so I could add another tree, because how I ended things on the other day, up there it just felt kind of empty, so I figured a tree would help hide the emptiness a little bit, which I think worked out really good. While doing my entrance, Puddles ended up falling asleep on the pillow I put there, and it was the most adorable thing ever. planting the trees there really helped hide the resident services, which I think is amazing. And here is where I started adding the little touches like flowers and weeds and saplings, just to make the area a little more full, look more natural. And I think that that may actually be my favorite part about decorating. I wasn't quite sure what to add here, so I just ended up going for that plant and stacked bags in a little book. And I put the bags there because I kind of wanted to hide the pot of the plant a little to make it look like it's actually growing there. And I love how that came out. I think it's such a cute little area. Cute little Zasha peeping at the corner. Isn't that adorable? I hope you enjoyed watching this little speed build of my entrance. Have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are, and see you in the next one. Bye!